Why hello you amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another first time reaction. So I have been checking out the biggest songs in Japan of all time, and easily the most requested and arguably the biggest song I have ever seen recommended in my comment section out of Japan is this one right here, Masato Shimon Oyoge, Taiyaki-kun. This song gets recommended loads, and it is supposed to be the single most streamed song or most downloaded single out of Japan of all time. Arguably, it is the biggest ever Japanese song, and I've never heard it. A lot of people have been asking me to react to this live performance of it, so honestly, I cannot wait to finally check this one out. Japan is now my #1 demographic here on YouTube by quite a lot. It used to be close between Japan and the US, but now my #1 audience here on YouTube is Japan. By like 5% over the US, where it used to be like 0.1% difference. It's now 5% difference. So honestly, I really want to react to more of the biggest songs out of Japan and the biggest videos and all sorts of stuff from Japan. So if you've got any recommendations, please make sure you put them in the comment section down below. But without more talking from me, please press the like button. Please press the subscribe button. Let me know what other reactions you would like to see on this channel or anything else you would like to see on this channel. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to arguably the biggest ever Japanese song, Masato Shimon Oyoge, Taiyaki-kun.
もともとテレビの子供番組で歌われた曲が瞬く間に大人の間にまで浸透、サラリーマンの時代を歌った曲だとも言われました。日本のレコードセールス史上最高の金字塔を打ち立てた曲、ミリオンセラー第1位、シモンマサト泳げたいやきくん。
One thing I already want to point out is the instrumental is amazing. It reminds me of something you would catch in like a James Bond soundtrack. It has like a very sort of like, I don't know, like 70s kind of feel to it maybe. Maybe early 80s. Definitely like a real nice retro feel to the instrumental. I love the backing vocals on it as well. You have like the backing sort of like choir almost, or the backing singers does like a really nice job as well. Almost feels like something you would catch in like an old TV show, you know, like an opening to an old TV show. That's kind of what it gives off already. Also, love this man's voice. One thing I'm noticing, when he's doing those notes at the end of his bars, he's like changing his lip movement so he can get like a quiver on his tones. That is actually a very talented singer with a really nice natural deep tone. I might look up the lyrics once we finish this just so I can get an understanding of what the song is about, because honestly, usually I can read the emotions of like a song. I have no idea. I can't read the emotions of this performance. The singer himself seems quite like blanket expressions. Like it's really hard to read his facial expressions. You know, it's like I'm trying to work out whether this is sad or a happy song. I'm not getting anything from him, and the song is bizarre. The verses are very slow and a bit more mellow, but the chorus like doubled in tempo and speed, and he seemed a bit more happy when he was singing it. So it's really hard to like understand what the song is actually about. I'm gonna look up the lyrics after this. Looks like a little smile there, maybe. I love the backing vocals as well. They do a really great job. I love his suit too. Look at his suit, it's brilliant. His hair, everything. This guy is so retro, I love it. You know who he reminds me of quite a lot, actually? The man who sings Daddy Daddy Do. Who's that man? Who sings Daddy Daddy Do? Daddy Do. Who sings that? What's the name of the Masayuki Suzuki? It reminds me a little bit of him. Same kind of energy a little bit, you know, that very like cool swagger energy. One thing before I start this video, in the comment section of this video, I noticed, because I always like to like read a couple of comments, I noticed so many people saying that they were here from, what, Tokyo Revengers? Is that what people are saying? Is it from Tokyo Revengers that the anime it's from? I swear I saw loads of people saying, who else is here from Tokyo Revengers? And maybe I'm thinking of something else. Is that not this song? Or am I thinking of a different anime? He has a really strong voice. He actually has a pretty great range as well.
栄光のミリオンセラートップ30ね、僕はこんなの久しぶりというか初めてみたいなもんですよ、こういう司会するのは。
そうですか。
はい、僕も楽しかった。
本当に素晴らしい歌ばっかり。い
ろいろありましたね。皆さんもね、どうですかね。はい。そう。
Alright, I think, have I got to stop the video here? Oh. No, we do go back to it. They're just taking like a little break here. I'm not sure what's happening. I was just checking out. I really like this man's voice. It's very old school, very retro, but I love his tones. And he has actually a nice range. I love it when he goes into that like long drawn out note and he goes like really deep tone with it, but then sort of like cuts it off. I think he's got a fantastic voice. I think the song kicks back in a second. Look at his smile! Ah, look at his smile! Look at his smile! I love it. That smile made me love him. That little smile there was the best. Another thing I want to point out is how delicately he's holding that microphone. Like really like, just like gently. Which is interesting as well, because like he's got quite a powerful voice. Usually with powerful singers, they kind of grip the microphone quite tight, so they can like really lean into it. And he has a very powerful voice too, but very gently holding that microphone. See what I mean with those strong notes? I love that so many people are singing along as well. Love it. His smile is the best. His smile is the best. His little bow, his smile. Look at his little dance. I love him. I love him. I love him. He's adorable. This guy is the sweetest. I love him. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. I loved that. I absolutely loved that. That was brilliant. I loved his freaking, like, I loved his smile. His smile is 100% what did it for me. That adorable smile. Like, he seemed like really like, what's the word? Like really serious throughout the entire performance. Very serious, you know, very focused. Like I said, it was very hard to read the emotions of what he was actually feeling there. It was, and usually that's sort of what I go for in these reactions, but I just couldn't work it out. And then right there at the end, when it like went to the other presenters and they sort of like reintroduced him, he had this giant smile. He seemed very happy, and at that, immediately I just like, I changed the way I was looking at it, you know? Like immediately I felt like differently, because it straight away felt like this guy was just really enjoying his performance. So this song, I'm looking it up now, Oyoge? Is that how I say this one? Taiyaki-kun, Masato Shimon, came out in 1975. It is a children's song that was released in 1975 as part of a TV program called Hirake. Before explaining the lyrics, I should talk about taiyaki. Mention the title. It's a traditional Japanese sweet made from baking batter in the shape of a fish mold. Okay. Filled with a sweet bean paste. It's usually sold at food stores. It seems to be sold in some places abroad, like a US. Incidentally, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith reportedly became quite obsessed with taiyaki, and passionately talked about it in his love of Japanese TV. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So it says here, translation, every day, we're on the griddle getting tired of it all. The narrator is Taiyaki-kun, but here the lyrics are represented objectively, which makes them seem a bit strange. The fact that Taiyaki-kun is being grilled every day is part of the routine of the shop owner, not Taiyaki itself. But this kind of fuzzy logic which brings out the fantasy. Wait, the Taiyaki has now become a fish. One morning I called a shop owner and I ran away to the sea. For the first time, I swam at the bottom of the sea. It felt so good. Even though the red bean paste in my stomach was heavy, the sea is vast, and my heart is bouncing with joy. Pink coral waved as it watched me swim. Every day, it's nothing but fun. A shipwreck is my home. Sometimes I get bullied by sharks. In such cases, yes, I just run away. After swimming for a whole day, I get really hungry and my eyeballs spin around. I have to eat shrimp once in a while, or I'll get all soggy from drinking only salt water. When I bit from the shadow of the rocky shore, it turned out to be a small fishing hook. No matter how much I struggled, the hook wouldn't come out of my mouth. An unknown man on the beach fished me up, and he was shocked. After all, I'm just taiyaki, a slightly burnt taiyaki. The man swallowed his saliva and ate me with relish. What? That's the song? The song is a conceptual idea of a taiyaki sweet that runs away from the shop owner, goes into the sea, lives life as a real fish, and then gets attached to a fishing rod and eaten by a fisherman. That's the story? Is it supposed to be metaphoric? Maybe. He gets hungry, he can't get soggy unless it's salt water, and he's filled with red bean paste. What kind of structure does taiyaki even have? It's really amusing. This man is not the same as the shop owner. It was an unexpected twist. It's puzzling with a song with such a gloomy elements became such popular among children. It is quite gloomy, isn't it? That would explain the serious nature of the performance, because it did seem very serious until the smile kind of broke up the seriousness of the song. But I think the music and Masato's Shimon's vocals have made it entertaining. Of course, the lyrics are both dark and amusing at the same time. True. There's like a dark kind of comedy to it. The song's record sold over 4.57 million copies, making it the best-selling single in Japan in terms of physical media. Wow. While most sales were in the 1990s, the song still holds the first place with over 1 million more copies sold than the second place holder. At the time, the song sparked a social phenomenon, with long lines forming at taiyaki shops and taiyaki grills selling out. You can still find unofficial videos of the original anime on YouTube. My word. I never, ever would have guessed that is what the song is about. Like the website suggests, it is a song that, because the performance felt very serious, very like solemn and slow, and but the singer has like such a blanket expression. It's really hard to read the emotions, you know. But like I said, he breaks halfway through, seems smiling and happy, and then for the rest of the song, when he is joined by a bunch of other people on that stage, he seems really happy. He's smiling with everybody, he's dancing with everybody, and the energy completely shifts. It goes from what seems quite dark to what seems really fun. And that was like hard to like get a grip of what the song was about. But never would I have guessed it was about that. It's something that is quite dark, but also quite amusing, as would be suggested. But honestly, an utterly brilliant song. Like, beautifully well sung and performed. Very retro and old school. Fantastic old sounding vocals as well. A brilliant like touch on this. And I love that the song is so bizarre but became really popular amongst children despite its dark elements. Honestly, this is amazing. This was so much fun to react to. The song itself is brilliant. The live performance was fantastic. And learning more about the song at the end only makes me love it even more. And was this song used in Tokyo Revengers recently? What was the context of that? And that will like reignited the sort of passion for it recently. This was amazing. It was actually amazing. Amazing. It's made me want taiyaki now. It's made me want some of it. This was fantastic. Love how unusual this song is. And it's still the #1 best-selling single in Japan. Absolutely amazing. What other songs are massive in Japan that you guys would love me to react to? Some other songs that are arguably as big and as famous as this one? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, I just want to say to everyone watching this from Japan as part of my Japanese audience, thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate all of you. I can't believe how my videos are growing so heavily in Japan at the moment. I can't believe that it's my #1 demographic in the world and how significantly it's overtaken the US as well. And I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate the kindness and respect and love you all show this channel and the content. And I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing and joining this channel. This is a passion project for me. This is my job and it is something I love doing so much. And it's only possible because of all of you. So thank you so much for your kind support. I love every single one of you who watches my videos, and I hope you have the greatest and most wonderful new year. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Let me know what we should react to next. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.